Vroom, vroom. Right, well, we've done our latest. Oh, right, look, get a film of that.
It's quite low.
Oh, I think they're coming to get you, Ivan.
Yeah, John, what about that? Right, slight interruption there with a hot air balloon going over. It looked like it had a dozen people in it to me. I must say I don't really fancy that, don't it? So, anyway, so we did the Cotswold Trial and we had a bit of a unique camera angle, which I thought might be a bit of fun, and this, you know, you'll be able to make your own mind up, but you can see a little bit of the front wheel being tortured over some of that stuff, but you still don't get the impression of the hill going like that. But anyway, so, you know, I thought we'd just make a change, really.
It's like the underside of trialling.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and a splodge of mud landing on the camera and slowly going down. I thought that was quite a laugh. But anyway, and then you'll see how muddy it was. And anyway, we're going to get the car cleaned up today at some stage, so I thought you could go around and see how real muddy it is. But as you can see, this bit here, come round here and shine the camera down there. You see, it's very much a cycle car. You see, there's no brake whatsoever, and that's the kingpin there, and that is the greaser for the kingpin. So you grease that, it comes out there, and then obviously that is the sickle arm, which, you know, makes the thing go back and forth. And then this is a beaded edge rim. So this is not like a well-based rim. This has not got any metal in it, this tyre. So what happens is you blow it up and it goes into that bit there, and that holds it on. So you have to have 60 psi in that.
In the front tyres,
In the front tyres, because otherwise they can come off. But we've never had any trouble. The Blockley tyres, heavy motorcycle, work perfectly. So that's that. And on the back, this has got original, they are original Sampson wheels. And they're quite interesting, really, because if you look, they haven't got a well base. See, it's just absolutely plain. But then when you look up here, it's got a well base. And I think the reason it has a well base from there to there, so obviously when you put the tyre on, that bit there goes into the well to get it over. But I think they did that to break the patent of the well base wheel.
So what sort of tyres are they called?
They're proper.
Oh.
They're proper tyres, you know, like normal tyres. But obviously they look like they're beaded edge because there isn't a well here.
Okay.
But that is an original Sampson wheel, and it is a Continental Michelin tyre.
Okay.
Which I thought might give us a bit more grip, really. But we'll see. I don't, you know, we did ever so well, so I'm confident they do work. But luckily, a Sampson, when it was new, didn't have a differential. So it's got a solid axle. So obviously, when you get on the mud, instead of one wheel spinning, both wheels grip. So it's a big help. And that one, when I was doing the car, I didn't realise that I'd have to be in with the specials. I thought I might be considered a standard car because it's not modified at all, but it hasn't got an original body, and because of that we're in with the specials. If we was in the standard class with the points we got the weekend, we would have won the standard class. But you know, listen,
So the mechanicals are standard on this?
Absolutely. It's got a funny little engine with 4 push rods. Everything inside that engine is original. It's got old pistons, old conrods, original crank, and the only modification is the SU carburettor. But this SU carburettor is 1 inch, and the original carburettor is a Solex, which is 25mm. So it isn't bigger or anything. It's just that I didn't have an original carburettor when we put the car together. But I've got one now, and I'm going to try it. But it means altering the throttle linkage was a bit of a drama.
And then one other distance is we've got the fuel tank.
And the fuel tank's in the back, whereas the original car it would have been here.
Yeah.
And also, I've got a handbrake.
Oh, that's an extra feature.
Because originally the handbrake is mounted down there. So getting in there, when you've got a passenger leaping up and down trying to get grip, would have been very difficult.
Okay.
And not having any front wheel brakes, you know, it's essential that you can get the rear brakes on.
Yeah, no, we really struggled on that stop-start, didn't we, coming down the hill? Well, we didn't really struggle, we just didn't stop.
We just didn't stop. When it got to the point, coming up to it, I went dead slow, but then the road then went like that, and with the back wheels locked, it just accelerated away. so that was no good at all. But, you know, that's trialling, but I'm getting better at it. You know, I ain't the expert by a long chalk. And I think the car's brilliant. I think one of them young kids who are really good at it in this car would do very well.
Yeah.
But, you know, every time we do it, we get a little bit better, don't we, Susie?
Yeah. Well, we finished all, well, we did try all the hills.
We did every hill this time.
And we cleared 8, that's not bad.
And the other thing was, of course, is it wasn't very cold, was it? It was quite good, really.
Yeah, no, it was
a bit
good.
like today.
Yeah.
So there we are, and as you can see, it's got a bit muddy. But what we do, we take the inside out, and then we get the steam cleaner and just steam clean it. But the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put a piece of tape around the brakes so you don't get the steam water in there.
Oh, okay.
Because then the brakes go rusty and they don't work.
Do you think we need to check if there's any oil in the brake drums, or are you quite happy with the brakes?
Well, I did. I checked it last time and it was good.
Okay, that's good enough then.
So, yeah,
So that's the bracket where we had the camera?
Yeah, that's the bracket where the camera was. So obviously the dirt was coming straight off there onto there.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it made a bit of a change, and you know, I mean, the thing is, if you understand mechanicals, you know, seeing a wheel going up and down and doing things, it's not a bad thing, really.
And a very narrow wheel at that.
And a very narrow. Sometimes filming is a bit difficult when you're in the mud.
Yeah.
But Susie's always got an excuse.
That's not it. So we have got a little bit of footage, haven't we, of the Cotswolds?
Results, not excuses. What are you going to do with that now, darling?
I'm going to wash it.
Oh. Here we are in the farmyard, ready to go scrutineering and do the Cotswold Trial. Wow, this is going to be a challenge, I think, this one.
So what's next, Ivan? What's coming next in the shed?
Well, really, Susie's very much against going and doing any more trials in the freezing cold. So I do get cold. It's not.
I'm not. Me being against it is for your welfare.
Yes, exactly. You know, I mean, she has to struggle with me being frozen. So, so that's it really. We probably might not do any more. But poor old engine, if you look at it, when you buzz it up to 4,000 revs in first gear, it throws its oil out. And I think, you know, the pistons are on, you know, they weren't new when we set out. So I think it needs a rebuild, really.
Maybe a bit of love over the winter and we'll use it again in the spring?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. And we've been a bit slack on the YouTube lately. What do you think we should do next?
Well, that's always a problem, isn't it? You know, thinking of what to do. I don't know. You know, we've got to get that Ferrari sorted out, haven't we? You know, the 308.
Yeah,
We've got to get that put back together again. So perhaps that will be the next thing. We've got to do a hood on yours, Bugatti.
Yeah.
Fancy doing. I fancy putting a hood on this. I've seen them with the bars here, go down to there, and then they have a sort of link here. So that when you lift it up, it sort of gets longer. Okay. So you lift it up and it'll be about there where your head is. And then obviously you'd have the buttons.
And how would that work when we get thrown into the air?
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You don't want to be hitting your head on the bar.
Brilliant. And at the end of the video, Ivan?
Well, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. And I'll tell you what, folks, it's going to be Christmas before we know where we are. So what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to have some more shed racing merch in an online store. That's all coming together soon.
Yeah. And are you going to whisk me away to a nice warm climb, darling, to sort of get me feeling absolutely ridiculously strong for next year?
Something like that.